So Alex Becker has been taking his own advice and been building during this bear market. One of his top priorities has been to rescue his old cryptocurrency that he launched with his NFT collection called Bytes. Because Bytes had an insane downfall due to its terrible inflation tokenomics. And Alex Becker has just revealed his plan on how he's going to launch a brand new cryptocurrency, Byte 2.0, to replace the now defunct Bytes token. This is a cryptocurrency that Becker says is destined to increase in value over time, and it rolls out very, very soon. So in this video, not only do I want to show you exactly how to get some for yourself, but I want to pull back the curtain a little bit to show how it works behind the scenes, because this will allow you to make an educated decision on if you want to invest in something like this, and it will reveal if it has any chance of doing a 100x, because let's be real, that's all we're here for, the 100x Alex Becker token. So all I ask in return is you hit that like button down low for me. Once again, down low on that like button, not just the top of the like button. We don't stand for that round here. Put on your inquisitive hat and let's jump in. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. After Alex Becker launched his Neo Tokyo NFT community in late 2021, he introduced a community cryptocurrency token called Byte. Now this token was based on popular projects back then that all had their own tokens that were yielding their holders up to $400,000 a year just for holding their NFT and then passively yielding their cryptocurrency token. I know Alex Becker was deep into the Kong's NFT program, which launched their cryptocurrency called Banana. Becker obviously loved this idea of being able to passively reward holders of his project, so he created his own version of these Banana tokens, and this is where Bytes originally came from. It got off to a flying start. Even Alex Becker tweeted, "Neo Tokyo ain't about money. It's about building the future of the metaverse with the best and brightest people in crypto." But that said, Bytes fuel Neo Tokyo because of who is in Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo is strong and Bytes control access to Neo Tokyo. Owning a Neo Tokyo NFT is a top passive income yield in crypto. And you can see the current yield on this NFT was $517 a day or $188,915 over the year. So you can see people were pretty chuffed at this, and Bytes flew to an all-time high of $200 per token. But there was one problem with Bytes and basically 99% of these NFT tokens. The tokenomics behind it absolutely sucked, like really sucked. I mean, we all know a token needs to have more demand than supply in order for its value to increase. But instead, Bytes decided to have an insane amount of supply, as every single citizen could stake their NFTs and mint more Bytes and then buy more citizens with those Bytes and then stake them. And it was this big crypto Ponzi scheme looking thing where more and more Bytes flooded into the market every single day, but there was no real demand for them. Why would anyone want to buy the thousands and thousands of dollars of Bytes that these people were selling every single day when there was no real use to them apart from creating new characters, which I mean then just yielded you more Bytes? And again, we go around in this circle of why are we using Bytes? Why would anyone have the demand to buy these things? So that's when this happened, and Bytes are now down 100x from their all-time high. So Papa Becker comes in and puts a stop to this madness. Right now, he's paused the passive yield that you get for holding your Neo Tokyo citizens. And he's declared that he's launching the brand new Bytes 2.0 token, one that is designed, instead of being super inflationary over time, is to be deflationary over time and potentially reverse this trend, which would be cool because if you can reverse 100 times drop, that's 100 times return. Or is it? Well, Becker certainly seems really optimistic. He tweets, "As soon as Bytes 2.0 drops, 50 to 60% of the Byte supply gets removed. Then Citizen Capital and Whitelist Marketplace Alpha Team starts getting flooded with projects. Whitelist, again, that's Season 1's Bytes control. Then you're not getting a Season 1, meaning they're going to be too expensive." He then tweeted, "Neo Tokyo's floor quietly heading towards a doubling as the Bytes 2.0 drop comes online. Very cool watching the storm build to the inevitable gaming crypto super cycle." And lastly, Becker says as Bytes 2.0 final testing goes into place, there are 69 Season 1s listed and only 30 Season 1s until they have a 20 ETH floor. Sleeping while Neo Tokyo builds is not wise. Okay, so I guess what are these changes that Alex Becker and the community are so excited about? Well, the first thing Alex Becker has done is modeled Bitcoin's tokenomic structure with a depreciating supply curve, meaning the further that time goes on, the less tokens become available, making it a scarcer and scarcer resource. Also on the supply side, Becker has introduced capped yield pool. So instead of the more people who stake their NFT, the more Bytes are printed into the circulating supply, the reward pool now has a total cap at a set amount of Bytes. And it doesn't matter how many people are in that pool getting the rewards, they're going to be splitting those Bytes amongst themselves. Now, as we've spoken about, you can use Bytes to mint new Season 1 NFTs. And this was a great way to get rid of some of the supply of Bytes, but the problem is the more Season 1 NFTs that you mint, the more Bytes that they passively yield. So limiting the amount of Season 1 NFTs that can be minted would be a massively awesome thing. minting because the price of minting will also go up and potentially depeg from the floor of the NFT price. Becca wrote, with these changes, we expect Bytes will very much depeg from the Season 1 Citizen cost. We also have no need to excessively burn Bytes via Season 1 minting. We may also put a price bump in after each mint that returns to the normal price in 1 to 2 weeks. This prevents rapid minting and makes buying from the floor a better choice in surges of demand. There's also an excellent change on the supply side with the treasury and burning mechanisms of this new Bytes 2 token. We'll be making a few updates to how our DAO is funded. When Bytes are burned for tools, minting, resources, etc., 67% will be sent to the DAO to fund more incentivized building in Neo Tokyo. The remaining 33% will be burned. The DAO may choose to either deploy these Bytes to fund community building for Neo Tokyo, or the DAO may burn these Bytes to lower Byte supply. So basically, they're becoming their own Fed, and they're going to be balancing supply and demand manually using their treasury. So I mean, these changes look pretty promising on the supply side of the equation, but what about the demand? Because once again, if there's no utility or use for these tokens, no one's going to be buying in, and there's going to be no buy pressure. Well, there's going to be incentivized staking for not just your NFT, but also your Bytes in many different ways. You can basically stake them in liquidity pools or lock up your tokens to stop the sell pressure of the token and be rewarded with more tokens. But once again, this is still just a crypto Ponzi-like structure unless there's real utility for your tokens apart from locking them up to get more of the same token. And this is where the real magic can happen. Becca says the only thing left is building. You know, becoming a productive member of society, actually creating things of value. Becca says, we have what I consider to be a perfect token for our project with this update. All that's left is creating systems that benefit our community for Bytes to run on. Among the ideas already underway or under likely approval are a whitelist marketplace, a Reddit-like system for alpha that tips out in Bytes to the best alpha providers, an art upgrade marketplace where people can build upgrades for Season 1 or Season 2 art, and there is a bunch more. We'll open up incentivized building applications next week to fuel this. So basically, you have to build out something here of value. And Alex Becker is going for a few things. Alpha, which is information ahead of other people to make investments that's going to bring a big return back on your money. People are going to pay for that. Networking. Imagine networking with the brightest minds in that community. That is a valuable thing that people will burn their Bytes and money in order to access. Investment opportunities. They have a program called Citizen Capital that presents investment opportunities in Web3 that you have to be staking these Bytes in order to get those opportunities delivered to you. Or even his alpha Reddit board idea could be really awesome. Have a look at what he writes about it. Imagine, for example, an alpha Reddit board where the top alpha providers get upvoted in Bytes. In return, they're incentivized to find really hot alpha. The builder of the board also gets a cut of all Bytes tipped. The builder gets Bytes for building. The alpha sharer gets Bytes for sharing. The community gets hot alpha. Bytes are burned, spent, and demand goes up. It's a simple value loop that gives people a push to bring value to our crypto gaming Illuminati and helps us realize our vision. So if you believe in Alex Becker or Elio Trades or this community and they can pull this off, it could be really beneficial. And before I tell you how beneficial, if you want a full in-depth breakdown of these Bytes 2.0 token, deep diving into the actual white paper and tokenomic structure of it, as well as other really cool tools and software, such as the Alex Becker buy alert, which gives you an alert as soon as Alex Becker buys or sells a cryptocurrency or an NFT, so you don't have to wait until after he pumps it up on his social media. We also do some really awesome deep research and education, and if that sounds like something you might be interested, click the link in the description below to join our Patreon community. In fact, over the next 2 months, Alex Becker has continuously hinted that he's dropping something in the advertising niche of Web3. You know, his advertising business in Web2 is very successful, and he's looking to take his talent into Web3 and build something he's hinted that may be similar to Veracity or AdShare. He talks about this as his $1 billion opportunity, and if you want to stay in the loop with that, we're investigating it right now inside the Patreon. So awesome. How do you get the Bytes 2.0 token? Well, this is not an airdrop. This is not a brand new token that he's bringing in, but it's just an upgrade to the Bytes 1.0 contract as far as we can see. So basically, you're going to get grandfathered in if you go and buy Bytes right now. So is that something that you should do? Well, I can only speak for myself. And my thoughts are that basically everything in the crypto Web3 world is a speed run of all the economic principles that we've come up with over history. And I don't think anyone has perfected their tokenomics yet. I feel like almost Bitcoin might be the closest. What a lot of projects are missing are real world utility and profit and revenue and being rewarded for actually bringing value into society, apart from just selling shovels to gold diggers so that they can try to get rich. Because that's basically what the Web3 world looks like right now. But as we progress, you're going to see all these massive Fortune 500 companies built on the back of blockchain technology. And if you believe in Alex Becker, this is his baby. This is the one that he wants to take to the top. So for me personally, I like to back people because I have that insurance policy of people like Gary Vee or Alex Becker, who I do know and trust, and I do think he'll deliver insane amounts of value. However, that being said, you may bet on the right horse, but at the wrong time. For example, if I bought in at $200 Bytes, I still might be betting on the right horse, but just buying at a way overinflated price. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Please write them in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on the Bytes 2.0 drop, hit that subscribe button below. And I'll see you in the next video right here on YouTube.